Hi, I'm Greg Alba.
And I'm Briana White.
Briana White came over today bitching at me about how I haven't seen the Uncharted 4 story trailer yet. And I was like, why are you bitching at me? You haven't seen it yet either. And then we were like, whoa, we should film a reaction to this then. That is how the story began of how we are here. True stories.
Is that how you make friends with women? You call them bitches? Is that like
I didn't call you a bitch.
Okay.
I said
yeah.
no. I said Briana White
Right.
was bitching at me.
Right. That's a great verb to use.
I didn't call you a bitch.
Right.
I would never call you a
Of
bitch.
course not.
Unless you like me, which is weird.
You know, it's a good thing I'm really excited to watch the Uncharted 4 story trailer because just gonna move on.
All right, good transition. Uncharted 4.
Okay.
Xbox.
PlayStation.
We were meant for this, Nathan. You, me, together. We were destined for something great.
Naughty dog.
For those who prove worthy, paradise awaits.
Took a long time for him to get out of this game.
He's meant for this life.
Oh, crap!
Last I checked, we're all a bunch of thieves digging around where we shouldn't.
Shame we're not on the same side.
I am a man of fortune, and I must seek my fortune. So, are you ready to seek your fortune?
Whoa.
Hang on, Nathan!
Whoa.
Where is the artifact?
Heads up! Go!
I made a promise that I was done with this life.
How long have we been chasing this thing?
Long time.
Real long time. Just you and me. No offense to these guys, but they don't get it.
If you're done lying to me, then you should stop lying to yourself.
The biggest pirate treasure of all time is within our grasp.
Watch out!
Look, Nate, I'm gonna make you a one-time offer. Drop everything. Go home. Live your life. Or we can just end it right here.
There's gotta be another way. I need you on this one.
It's so intense.
You ever wonder, like, different choices, how we might have ended up?
No. I like the hand we've been dealt.
What a world, huh?
Wait, what? Release date 27th April?
PS4 for the players.
No, that's an old release date.
For what?
For Uncharted, it said release date April 27th, but that's
You
not
better
right
fact
anymore.
check that before you get super excited.
May 10th. Okay, May 10th. All right, that's an old release date.
I'm gonna make a disclaimer. I've never completed any of these games. I just
Completed as in you have started them and then not
I
finished them?
like when I have a friend who plays it, I'm like, I love this game, can I play? But I've never actually bought the games myself and played it. That's why you're here. That's why she's here.
Do yourself
She's
a favor
essentially filling in.
and play these games.
I'm going to do
Do
my best.
yourself the favor.
I really like
because
Nathan Drake.
it's truly an adventure.
I hear
Like,
that.
they have this really amazing way of taking you through these sequences of just pure, like, heart-pounding action. You know, it's either a chase scene or an escape scene or, like, a scene where you're almost drowning. Like, it's amazing. Like, it is so...
Wow.
Every single moment is completely action-packed and is completely... is servicing the story at every point. It's an amazing series.
Wow.
And it looks like, from this trailer, it's going to do the exact same thing with Uncharted 4. I think that Uncharted 3 did a better job of the actual action sequences than Uncharted 2 did, but the story in Uncharted 2 was just a little bit more nuanced, had a little bit more depth, a little bit more mystery behind it. So I'm really hoping that Naughty Dog takes the hint and merges these two features together really well in Uncharted 4. I'm really hoping that they do a good job.
I am right there with you. Woo. Matt, you're like, you could be a preacher, You're
Preacher
just
for
speaking
Uncharted.
what I'm feeling. That's
Video game
it's
is
amazing.
the way
Man, you're really
to
connecting
live.
with me right now. That's awesome.
I just feel like the most exciting thing about this trailer is showing all the different locales. Because that's something Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3 did really well, is they took you into a different place every 4 or 5 chapters or so.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that that keeps you engaged in the story, because at the end of the day, he's really just a treasure hunter, right? I mean, obviously he's more than that, but at the end of the day,
Obviously, yeah.
it's based off Indiana Jones. We're looking for a treasure. So I think what keeps us engaged, even though we have one singular objective every game, is we get to visit these new, unique locales with these amazing vistas, which Uncharted 3 did an amazing job of. I can't tell really if I like the singular objective or if I like something with a little bit more mystery. So in Uncharted 3, he was like, our mission is to find this Atlantis of the Sands, right? And they found it, and that was their mission. But in Uncharted 2, they were like, oh, well, we need to find this stone. But really, it turns out that that's not what they were looking for the whole time. They were looking for something else, and it became about this bigger thing, not just about the stone. And so I'm really hoping that Uncharted 4, again, plays the balance between those two things, because I want to stay focused, I want to have the mission, I want to know what my objective is, but I also want to be surprised, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I get you.
I've done a lot of thinking about this.
Hey, your observation skills are like on par with mine when it comes to the Uncharted franchise.
Right, exactly.
I noticed you got like some type of erotic thrill when this girl.
Okay,
came on.
so Elena, right?
Okay.
So they have this eternal will they, won't they scenario. So in Uncharted 2...
Like Ross and Rachel?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Like, where they obviously, like, love each other and they're, like, star-crossed lovers and they're meant to be together.
Right.
But Drake just has this passion for, you know, adventure and for the thrill of the treasure hunt, and he can't fully commit to his relationship with Elena. And so she kind of, you know, reasonably takes offense to that. And she's like, look, if you're going to continue to risk your life, I can't be on board with that. And so they have this consistent, like, tension-filled relationship, and they do such a good job of making your heart soar every time they look at each other. And it's really sweet, and I'm very excited, because it ended really well between them at the end of Uncharted 3, so I'm nervous to see what kind of throws they'll be in for Uncharted 4, but at the same time, it looks like there's going to be just enough of that. But not too much, but just enough.
You know, it sounds like that these two really need to just find themselves, and it sounds like they're taking their insecurities out on each other. I feel like, you know, if they were just willing to accept more themselves, they would be able to accept each other. Otherwise, you know, this is just something that's just not meant to be, and maybe in the end they could just be friends.
I think if they were
This might
just
have to do with Drake's
friends-
upbringing, though, because he really wasn't as close with his father as he would have liked to have been, and his mother, too, so he has attachment issues, you know? And with her, you know, her dad was very abusive, so she's attracted to people who are emotionally unavailable. And it happens.
You know what? They actually haven't gone into Elena's backstory that much, so I would be very interested
Well, if
to
you're a
get
true
her
fan, you know
backstory.
it.
Well, no, because they gave a lot of Drake's backstory in Uncharted 3, but they didn't give a lot of
Was
Elena.
I
They've
accurate?
never given a lot of Elena's backstory.
Was I accurate?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, Drake was pretty much an orphan. He was raised by his...
Told you,
Sully.
emotionally neglected by his biological parents.
Well, yeah, that's why he uses humor to disguise all of his pain.
I know, he's like Chandler Bing. I have managed to connect all of Uncharted
Wow.
to the cast of
Look
Friends.
at that. I'm really excited for Uncharted 4. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm super excited. I think that this trailer shows that they're on the right track. I just
Yes.
hope they keep on it, and then I really hope that it turns out that they end up doing an Uncharted movie, and then I just want to play Elena. Like, that's all I really want. It's fine.
Who would you want to be Drake? Drake.
Well, it's gonna be hard to find a perfect Drake.
Wiz
There
Khalifa.
were some rumors that Mark Wahlberg was gonna be playing Nathan Drake,
I don't know
and I
about
was
that.
like,
Nah,
no,
nah.
thank you.
No, I like
No.
Marky Mark, but no, I wouldn't want him
Same.
there.
I just
wouldn't
feel
want
like
him
he
there.
doesn't have that same like sharp wit that like
Yeah,
Indiana Jones
that like
has.
Paul Giamatti has. I feel like Paul Giamatti would be a great choice for Drake. You know,
What?
Paul Giamatti, man,
No.
or like a J.K. Simmons.
Where do you get off saying these things?
What
How
are you talking about,
dare
dude?
you?
Like a Jack Nicholson type. Like
No.
like a nowadays
No.
overweight,
No.
older, more experienced
no.
Jack
Okay,
Nicholson
you
type.
know who who really would be a perfect Nathan Drake?
Ben Affleck.
Like 30 years ago, maybe not 30 years ago, 20 years ago, Harrison Ford. Because
Yeah.
this was based off Indiana Jones, and he
Tom Selleck should
really nailed that sort of like roguish, like devil witty personality.
Kind of like me.
Right. You should play Nathan Drake.
Alright, is that everything you wish to express about Uncharted?
There's one more thing that I
Okay.
really want. There was a image of him swimming past a sunken pirate ship.
I remember that.
I need that to be its own thing. I need that to be a good portion of Uncharted 4, because I just feel like...
Him swimming?
Yes. Or
Okay.
any sort of like underwater searching or adventuring or anything like that. Just because I feel like they hinted at it at Uncharted 3 where he was swimming in the water and he could dive for 5 seconds, but I just felt a little bit cheated because I felt like, whoa, this would be such a cool thing. They introduced the idea of maybe scuba gear, and then we didn't get any of that.
God damn.
I know, I really felt a little bit cheated.
I feel you. Oh
know?
my god. Cheated is the word I would use.
Exactly. So I really feel like I need a little bit of Drake underwater adventuring.
Please.
Yes, he needs
Please.
to explore that pirate ship. It's all I want.
It's basic common sense for the true fans of Uncharted.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And mermaids.
I think the level would work if they did it like the Donkey Kong Super Nintendo version, where, you know, like you have to go in the water, but you just go up and down because you're trying to get to that fish with the long nose. The hookfish or swordfish.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Exact same
All you
thing.
gotta do is just go above it and then bam, complete the level.
Right.
Now you're back on land.
And now you're back on land.
Mm-hmm.
Perfection.
Diddy Kong. He was alright. He was fast, but you know he wasn't like, you know, as strong as Donkey Kong. Well, this video is wrapping itself up.
Yeah.
If you're new to the channel, subscribe today and become a reject. It'll be worth your time and mine. Briana White has a gaming channel. Clearly, she likes video games.
We are just finishing up our Let's Play of Uncharted 3 in excitement for Uncharted 4. We are going to be posting some Let's Plays of that as soon as they come out. So look out for that on May 10th. You should go check it out. I'm pretty excited.
I liked your singing voice there.
What? Singing voice?
Uncharted!
When did I do that?
Or you said something else.
Just now?
Yeah, you got so excited and you started singing.
Oh.
That's what
I
happens.
guess that just happens without me knowing it. I have no control
Yeah, it's
over my
kind of annoying. You do it on the daily. Casual conversation. One time you did while I was crying. You were talking to me.
Okay, but you
something
can't
serious.
say that you enjoyed it and then like bash it like that.
Well,
it's like
you know,
you like it or you don't.
I thought like, okay, if I say it, I might actually like it because I could trick my brain. Truth is,
wow.
it's got to go.
Wow.
It's got to go.
Wow.
It is an uncharted territory.
Wow. You know what? Maybe you shouldn't be so afraid of change.
I'm not afraid of change.
There's nothing wrong with some uncharted territory.
I believe you gotta, you know, grow and step outside of your comfort zone.
All right.
You know, it's part
Then
of
I
being
shall sing.
Okay.